how it is used, okay, what are the type of blueprints, okay, this is also important, okay. Then we will know that what is level blueprint, how it is working, right? Then we will explore what is blueprint editor interface and how it works, okay. Then how we can place the nodes in the event graph editor, then how we can turn on and off the visibility of any object, or intensity of any object, or just push and pull of any object. If you want to do that, how we can do that, and how we can execute it and see the output, okay. So these are the outcomes basically, because after every session we expect that we learn something new, and this is thing that you are going to learn, that at the end of the session you will be comfortable in creating small blueprints, okay, in the level, okay. So let's get started, guys. uh, See, let me show you what we will be creating today. We will be creating this small level blueprint. Okay, when the character enters, light turn on. When the character exits, light turn off. Okay, so we will be moving it slowly and steadily, as you guys are somewhat new to blueprint. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so have all those who were having difficulties in loading the screen, are the screen loaded?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, guys. So let's get started now. Okay, so when you open the Unreal Engine, you will find this tab. Okay, we will be creating a new project. Okay, because we don't need any assets for creating this. We will using the starter contents, which you already know, which you have already downloaded. Okay, so let's go to games, click on the next button, okay, and then we are going to create a third person shooter. Why we are creating this? Because we will get that mannequin character which is already animated, okay. So let's click on next, okay, and make sure that your starter content is on, okay. And don't worry if you forget to turn on this, we can also do that in the after in the Unreal level editor also, right? Content editor also. We can edit later on also. So don't worry about that. Okay, but just make sure that it's already on. I am creating in the E drive blueprint folder, and let's us name intro to blueprint. Okay, intro to blueprint. Okay, now let's create a project here, and depend on upon your configuration of the PC, it will take from 1 minute to 2 minutes to maybe 10 to 20 seconds. So blueprint is you can say that without coding you can create a game with the help of blueprint, okay, in simple terms. Okay, it's developed by Epic Games, but obvious because it is a part of Unreal Engine 4, so it is developed by Epic Games. Okay, you can add many things like you see in the game, that when I fire the gun, the character dies. When I press any key, the character jumps. When I press any key, the door opens. When I press any key, the door closes. When I enter the room, the light turns on. When I exit the room, the light turns off. We can do all these things with the help of blueprint. Back when we were studying 15 years back, we need to write codes basically, okay, in C, C++, C sharp. We need to write codes, and after that this was working, okay. But nowadays we can create a game without writing any code. We can create it with the help of blueprint basically, okay. So this is the blueprint which we are going to talk about. Blueprint are of two categories mainly. We will talk about that also, okay. But first understand that what is blueprint. So guys, did you understand what is blueprint?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So basically just keep in mind that without coding any, without writing any one line, you can create your game, right? Or your if you are working in architecture, so you want to show that when the camera moves in, your light turns on. When the camera moves out, your light turns off automatically, right? You don't need to key each and every frame in that thing. So this is achieved with the help of blueprint. If you enter the room, you click a button, the intensity increases. If you exit a room, you click a button, the light goes off. So this all can be achieved with the help of blueprint, basically. So I will make sure that you understand blueprint easily, as you guys are not from the coding background here. You are designers, you love to create designs. So I will make sure that I will keep it very simple so you guys can understand it. Okay. So see, basically there are two type of blueprints, okay. One is level blueprint, one is class blueprint. So before going to that, let us go back to Unreal, okay. So as your project is loaded, you can see this screen, okay. So let's do one thing, okay. Let's create a new level, here because we don't want to use this level. So what we will do, you guys can keep doing with me. Okay. If you get stuck anywhere, you are still not getting, you guys can share me your results. Okay. You can share me your screen and we can move along accordingly. Okay. So let's create on the file and new level. Okay. So file and new level. Guys, if anyone mic is on, please turn it off. Okay. So rest are not disturbed. Okay, great, great, guys, great. So in file, new level, we are going to create a default level here. Okay. And when we just create this, you can see that our level is created here. Okay. I assume you already know the basics of Unreal, how to navigate, but still I will explain if you are new to Unreal. Okay. By pressing right click and WASD, the way you play games, right? Hold right click and press W, you will move forward. Hold right click, press S, you will move backward. Hold right click, press D, you will move right. Hold right click, press A, you will move left. Right? So if you want to move up and down, see, it's same. Q and E, Q and E. Q will take you down, E will take you up. Okay, and if you take your mouse up, it will look upward. If you take your mouse down, it will look downward. Okay, and if you rotate your mouse, it will turn you 360 around. Right? Clear, guys? Any difficulty in navigating?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Great, great, guys. Great, guys. Okay. So now what we will do? We have created our new level. Now let's do one thing. Okay. Let's first set all this light source to, let's leave this. We don't want it to on movable or anything like that. Let's just leave it to default. Okay. Now, if you click here, you will see that your content library is here. We have our starter content also. Okay. And we have our geometry, mannequin, and all the things, right? And yes, I told you that if you forget to load the starter content, you can load it afterward also when you open the Unreal project. How you can do that? You just click on add slash import and add feature or content pack. That's it. And when you click that, you will see in content packs there is a starter content. So if you guys forgot, if you guys clicked OK, you can go here and just load it. So how would you do that? Add to import, add feature content pack, go to content packs and go to starter content. Okay. So our starter content would be loaded. Now what we will do? So now we want that how our like is our character moving or not? We want to check that. So how can we check that? So basically to check that you need to play this level. And whenever you play it, the shortcut is Alt P. Okay, you will see your character here. See, as you can see. This is your character. And as you can see, by pressing a WASD, I can move forward and sidewards. Okay. And by mouse, I can look around, right? Same as you play in the game, right? This is called a third person. Same the games you play like GTA San Andreas or GTA 5, right? Or Witcher. This is the same third person shooting game, right? Basically, it's a third person game. Okay. Now, if you press escape, it will exit you out. Okay. Now, how the character is starting? Basically, it's starting from this thing. Okay. This player start and it's showing you the arrow to this thing, right? If I move it backward, it will start from here. Okay. Now, guys, let's do one thing. The way we saw here, right? If I go to my PowerPoint, you see that we created this room kind of thing, right? And there is a light inside it. Okay, now we need to create this thing. So how we will create that? Okay, after that we will move to level blueprint. That what is level blueprint, what is class blueprint. But first we need to create a small room in which our character can enter and exit. Okay, so how we can create that? Go to starter content. Okay, go to your architecture folder in starter content. Okay, guys, if you are not getting this, click on this and you will get this thing. Okay, click on starter content and then click on architecture. Okay, when you double click on it, you will find this mesh. So now let's create a wall here. Just drag and drop your wall. Okay, left click and drag and drop it in your window. Now as you can see, it's writing that lighting needs to be rebuilt. Okay, so let's get rid of this thing. Okay, so do one thing, go to light source here, set it to movable. Okay, and that's gone. Okay, Just click on your light source and set it to movable. Okay. Now again, if we want to move, we can like move with the help of right click and WSD. If you want to focus on an object, select the object and press F key. It will focus your object here. So how we can copy it? We can hold shift and drag it. Okay. But it's dragging our viewport. So to copy a thing, it's alt plus your axis. See. So now it's getting copy. Okay. W is for move, E is for rotate, R is for scale. Okay, so W, E, R. W is for move, E is for rotate, and R is for scale. Okay, so now we are pressing W. Okay, so if we hold Alt and click, our copy is there. Okay, now what we can do? We can press E. There would be a rotate here, rotate icon here. What we can do? Hold Shift, okay, and create, array, sorry, not shift, hold alter and create a copy. So it's going that way. Okay, I want it this way. So what I can do, I can go in minus. So now as you can see, this thing is created. Okay, now what we can do, we can create a copy here. So press W again, hold alter and just create a copy. Okay, now same with this, just press alter and create a copy. Okay, now as you can see, where is our player start, from where our player is going to start. So it is here, right? So it's not getting selected. Do one thing, click on the player start and move it backward, right? We will enter from here. Okay, so it will enter from here. Now I want to move this backward. So what I can do, from world outliner, I can hold shift and select all the four objects and move it backwards. Okay, so now if we play here, you can see we can move our character. See, okay, so it's working perfectly. Okay, we will again press escape, but I want a door here and there's a like wall. So what we can do, we can replace this. How? Just see here, it's wall 400 by 400. Okay, so we want it to replace with the door. Just click on the door. Okay, click on that wall here, click on the door and then click on that wall object and just click here. So with this, it will replace the object which you have selected. See, okay, and it got replaced. How I did it? Again, I will undo it. Okay, select the object which you want to replace it with. Select the object that you want to replace from the world outliner and just click on this arrow. And now your room is ready. Now what we will do, we will create another copy here. Okay, so upwards, we will press E, we will alt it out. Okay, using alter we will copy it out and we will move it upwards. So our nice room is created. Okay, so now what we can do, we have created this room. Now let's test it out, that can our character go in or not. So what we will do, we will play it out and just we will check. Okay, our character can go in and our character can come out. That's great. Okay, now what we need, so we are halfway there. Okay, we are halfway there. Now what we need a light. Okay, which can emit that yellow light or orange light or green light. Okay, so how we can do that? Okay, let's again click on escape. Let's go to our place actor. So basically on left side you will find a place actor tab. If you are still not able to find it, you can go into your Windows panel and just turn on your place actor. Okay, and you will see this window. Now let's go to light tab. We will add a point light here. Just left click and drag and drop it. Okay, let's just take it inside here. Okay, and as you can see, our light is here. Okay, just move it upwards and adjust the intensity as you need. Okay, as you find it suitable. So let's increase the intensity here of the light from our detail panel. Okay, let's go it to 20. So now you can see our light is emitted here. Okay, again set it to movable so we get rid of this light need to be rebuilt thing. And as you can see, our light is there. Now let test it out. Again click on play. Again go inside. Okay, so our light is working, we can see on our character, right? We will again hit escape here and we will change our light color. So let's take red or maybe uh, yes, let's take it blue. Okay, and click on OK. So let's see what are the two type of blueprint, major two type of blueprint. First is level blueprint, okay, and second one is your class blueprint, okay. So what is level and what is class? Let me explain you that thing. So if you guys know, we created a new level here, right? From file and new. We haven't saved it yet, right? We haven't saved our level yet. So what we will do, we will save our level, file, save all, and we will save our level. We will name it blueprint, right? And we will save it. Okay. So save your blueprint, guys. So if anything happens or if Unreal crashes for some issues, we can get our saved file back. So just save your level, okay? And we will find it in our content here, blueprint. So this is our level, okay? If I move to next level, another level, if I create a new level here, okay? What will happen here? See, if I save this level and if I create a new level, what will happen? All the things are gone now. Why? Because this is a new level, right? So what is level blueprint now? So level blueprint is a thing which is limited to only that level only. Okay? You guys understood what I am telling?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Right? Right? So what happened here? If we saved this blueprint level, the house was in that level. Okay? That square room was in that level. So it got replaced when I created a new level because in this level it's empty. So same is with blueprint. Whenever you create a level blueprint, it's only for that level only, right? If you are switching to another level, you need to create it again. So that's a level blueprint. Okay. We don't use level blueprint, but it's an introduction session. So I am explaining you what is level blueprint and what is class blueprint. Okay. So what would be a class blueprint now? Okay, guys. So it's opposite of it. You can use it anywhere. It is not like binded to a level. Okay. You can create a blueprint and you can just drag and drop it into any level you want or any file you want. If you want to create a new project and you want that blueprint to that project, you can export it out. Okay. But in level, you need to create it again and again. Think it like this way. There are 10 lights, right? Now you want to change color of each light, right? Then you need to create each light level, right? Means light a level of one light, a level of two light, a level of three, four, five. But if I have created a blueprint, I can just reference it out and change the color. I don't need to connect the nodes again and again. So that's the difference between level blueprint and class blueprint. I explained you what is level blueprint and what is class blueprint, right? So level blueprint is basically only for the level within which you are working. Class blueprint is used everywhere. If you create one character with the animation of the gun, you can create a blueprint of it and then you can like do 1,000 copies of that with the help of blueprint. Okay. You create a fence, then you can create a blueprint of it and just extend it to create a whole like a round fence or something like that, right? From one fence you can create a whole building fences, let's say. Okay. If you created one side of building, you can with the help of blueprint you can create 1,000 sides of building with just one blueprint. So it's possible. Basically it's like a procedural thing, right? If we create one floor and if we want to create a 10 floor from that, it's possible, just as we do in Houdini, right? We create a procedural system. This is same as that. Okay. With the help of blueprint you can do many things, right? So this is a class blueprint here. Now, how would you create a level blueprint here? Okay, or a class blueprint. So let me show you. There are two ways to do this. First, let's create a folder here. Okay, new folder. See, again, folder at this time doesn't matter because we are working in the level blueprint because we are going to work in the level blueprint today, right? But in the next session, we will move to a class blueprint. We need to create a folder. Okay, so that's why we are making a habit to create a folder from starting, right? We will keep all our blueprints here. So let's rename it to blueprints. Okay, let's open it. Okay, now you can right click. Okay, go to blueprint and here it is blueprint class only. Okay, so blueprint class is there, but you are not finding that level blueprint here. So for that, you need to go to this blueprint tab. Okay, and create oh and open just. Okay, this is a new empty class. See, this is a class blueprint which we did by right clicking also. here, say blueprint class, right? But you can do it from here also. Okay, see again, a blueprint class contains of various things: a actor, a pawn, a character, a player controller, right? A game mode, actor component, scene component. We will talk it in later stages, in later sessions. Today is our introduction to blueprint. I don't want to scare you. Okay, this is the easy stuff. Once you get familiar with blueprint, you will just love to work in that. Okay, so let's just close this for now. Let's click on blueprint and open level blueprint. Okay, so where it is located, again, blueprint and open level blueprint. So guys, have you did this step?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, okay, great, guys, great. Okay, so now you can see this window is open. Okay, let's go back to our PPT here. Okay, this thing we did. Okay, I have provided you the PPT also. You can watch after the session. I am recording this session with your consent, right? We discussed at the start that I'm recording this session. Okay, so I will provide you the recorded session also. So you will not if you have any doubt still, I am available. But you can follow along if you are somewhere left behind or you are not getting anything. You can rewatch it. Okay, and learn from that. Okay, so basically, when we open this thing, you will see all these things, right? Like there are many windows here. Okay, if I open this, there is a My Blueprint menu. There are some buttons here. There is an event graph. There are some arrows here, right? There is some detail panel here. There are menus here. Now, what are these things? Let us go back to our PPT, right? So basically, it's divided into 6 parts. Okay, okay, this is our graph area. This is which you see is our graph area. This contains all your nodes. Okay, this contains all your node in which you will create node. This is your graph area, right? Now this is your forward and backward. Now if we go to our scripting, right, we will create a forward, backward. We will go in script from another script, from third script, right? We can go forward and backward here, but again this is not going to work right now because we are only in one script only. We are writing only one script here. But if we are going a script into another script, if which we will go in class blueprint, I will explain that also, right? Now what is the third thing? Third thing is your tab area, basically the tab which you are seeing here, right? Right now you are only seeing event graph. Why? Because we haven't created our class blueprint. In class blueprint there are 4 tabs basically, which you can see in this image. There is a viewport, there is a construction script, there is an event graph, and there is a move to hit location, right? But currently we are only seeing one because we are in level blueprint, right? So, and this is where you can see the difference. Here it is written level blueprint, and when you create a class blueprint, it would be show only blueprint, right? So this is defined that which you are working in, which you are working. Are you working in class blueprint or are you working in a level blueprint? It's decided by this thing. Okay, so now we will move forward. Okay, so as you can see, there are 2 buttons here. As you can see, it's written right click to create new nodes. There are many nodes here. Okay, the nodes related to physics also. If you want to destruct something, there are chaos nodes, which is a destruction. You have data smith, you have your asset nodes, augmented reality nodes, audio nodes, foliage node. There are many nodes here. Okay, I don't want to scare you here. So basically we will see here. Okay, to navigate here, how would you navigate? So by, okay, by pressing right mouse, okay, right mouse and hold it, you will pan in the area, right? As you can see, you can pan here. Okay, by holding right mouse button, right mouse click, you can pan in the blueprint. Okay, to zoom in, zoom out, you can just scroll in and scroll out, scroll in and scroll out. Okay, you can do that thing. Okay, if you want to select nodes, one or more nodes, you can just click and drag and your nodes would be selected. So it's as easy as this, right? So just click and drag to select nodes, just zoom in and zoom out, okay, with the help of scroll in and scroll out. And if you want to pan, just hold the right click and you will pan in this thing. Okay, now here you can see there is an event begin play. Now what it means whenever we play the button, the event will start working. Okay, so that is event begin play. Okay, now we will move forward here. Okay, if you want, you can stack it here also, blueprint. Okay, then you can switch it here and here, here and here. Okay, I will just keep it outside. If you have 2 monitors, it's a much better thing. But I have two monitors. I cannot shift it to second screen because we are recording this session. I am only limited to one screen. But if you have two screen, it's a much better thing in Unreal. Okay. So now let's do one thing. As you can see, we have explored that what is level blueprint, how it is working. We have explored this thing. And when I click on event begin play, you can see that there is written this node is disabled and will not be called drag of pins to build functionality. So let's move it forward. Okay, now as you can see that this name is getting bigger and smaller here, right? If you don't want that, you can just click on here and it will disappear. We don't need this at this moment. We will delete it. Okay, now let's move forward. Okay, see, I will explain this thing also, that what is compile mean, what the save mean. Okay, how we can play it. We can play it here from here also. Okay, I will explain all the things. We will go slowly. Okay, so let's move forward now. Okay, so what we need to do now, as you can see, light is on. Okay, light is already on. What I want, that when my character enters, the light gets on. When my character exits, the light should be off. Okay, so first of all, I need to turn on my turn off my light. So how will we do that? So let's go to rendering tab, and here you can see there is a visible option of my point light. I will click that and you can see our light is not visible now. Can you see, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so what we did, we just turn off our visibility of the light. Okay. So now what I want, that when I click play, the light should be on. Okay. How will we do that? So we need to take point light here. Okay. Because what we want, we want to change the visibility of the point light, right? Are you guys getting?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. See, what we need to do, we need to change the visibility of the light. What we want, that when I click play, the light should be on. First our target is that. After that, what we will do, that when the player enters, the light turns on and off. Okay, when the player exits, the light turns off. So after that, we will do. First, our target is what? We need to, like, when we click play, the light should be on. Okay, when we click play. Okay, because right now if I click play, okay, you can see our light is off. Okay, so now what we need to say Unreal that turn on the light when I click on the play button here or here. Both are the same. Okay, if you are clicking here also, this is the same thing. Okay, how we will do that? Okay, so let's click on this point light and then right click here. As co- as lo- as sorry, as long as you click on this thing, right click it, you will see there's a option which you see up on the upward side. There's a create a reference to point light. Can you guys see that thing? Create a reference to point light,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right? So click on that and your point light is in the blueprint form. As simple as that. Did you guys get what I did?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
That's
sir.
correct.
Right? So we created a reference of the point light in the blueprint, basically. Okay. Now, what we can do, we can use this. Okay. We can use this to call out another node. Okay. So let's move back to our uh, presentation, right? So as you can see, we have right clicked and then we got a create a reference to point light and we got this node. Okay. Now, what we need to do next? What is written here? Visible, right? What is written here? Hello.
Visible.
Visible.
Visible is written, right? So what I want, that when I click on play, visibility should be on. So what we will do? Yes, if we right click, we get all these actions. But I want actions for this only. I want nodes for this only. So just left click and drag. What you need to do? Left click and drag here. And there's a list which can be done for this light, right? what is this is written visibility. So let's type it here, visibility, right? Now there are two, is visible, set visibility, and toggle visibility. We don't want to set it. What we want to toggle it. We want to turn it on and off, right? So how will we do that? By clicking on this thing. Can you see here?
Yes, sir.
Right? So just click on toggle visibility, and there you can see there is a target, and there is a one more toggle visibility. Okay, and it's linked with our point light. Can you see here, guys? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, great,
Yes,
great.
sir.
Now, for test it out, we need to compile it. Okay, what does compile mean? Means it will check is there any error in the blueprint? Have you connected any wrong nodes or not? If everything is okay, it will give a tick mark. Right? Let's compile it. So it's working perfect. Okay. Now let's play it. Okay, you can also debug it. Okay, if you click here, we will debug our blueprint. Now let's click on play. Okay, nothing is happening. Why nothing is happening? Because as you remember here, there is a event begin play. Okay, so when I play this event, then this should work. So what should work? Your toggle visibility. So what I will do, I will left click on this node and just go through here, right? So now what will happen? Because I connected this node to toggle visibility, so when I will play, what will happen? This will be visible. Okay, so let's again compile and again play. And as you can see your light is working. See, let's stop it and let's play again. And see here, you will see that it's feeding the data in this. See, can you see? See,
Yes.
right? So what it is doing? It is telling Unreal that when I click on play, what you should do, you should toggle the visibility of what object? Point light. So I'm getting this thing that when I'm clicking on play, my light is turning on. When I'm clicking on stop, my light is turning off. Okay, so let's check it out with the character also. Okay, this is working perfectly fine. But now what I want, that when I enter, the light should be on. When I exit, the light should be off. Okay, how we will do this? Okay, it's again easy task, guys. Okay, as you have done this till now, now let's move forward. Okay, so we have done this thing. We have turned on visibility of the point light. Okay, with the help of visibility. Okay, now let's move forward. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to simulate. We have done this also. Now we need to create a trigger here. Now what are triggers basically? Okay, so triggers are the shapes which we use to trigger any event. So basically, if I need to say that when I enter this box or this space, the building should explode, right? That's a trigger point. As we say that each and every person have a trigger point. If you poke him, one day he is going to blast, right? Why? Because his trigger is now working. Okay, it's enough now. That's a trigger point. Same way here. Okay, what I want, that when I enter this room, the light should turn on, and when I exit the room, the light should turn off. How we can do that? With the help of trigger, right? So we are triggering a event here. So basically, I am telling Unreal that when I enter, trigger this event. When I exit, trigger this event. So when I enter, turn on the visibility. When I exit, turn off the visibility. So that is done with the help of a trigger. So how we will create a trigger here? Okay, you can go to basic, and here you will find box trigger, sphere trigger. See, again, sphere is in the shape of sphere and box is in the shape of box, right? So what we can do, we can just drag and drop our box trigger here. Now we need to define an area here. What area? An area in which when the character enters, the light turns on, and when the character exits, the light turns off. So let's scale this. How much we will scale? So basically, according to our box here. Okay, so we will just create it upwards. We will just give it a depth, and we will just go inside something like this. Okay, Now what we can do, okay, we can hide this. So select this and click on this I button. So it will hide your geometry here. Okay. Now what we can do, we can just select the trigger box, move upwards. So as you can see, this is way bigger. So let's just shrink it down, right? Our character is not this big, but for safety reasons, we are keeping it. Okay. And we will move somewhat inside, something like this. So when he is here, the event will start, the trigger will start. When he's outside here, the trigger will stop, right? So we have created our trigger box here. So as we got our point light with selecting it, we will also get our trigger by selecting it. So we will again go to our level blueprint. So if it's not available here, what we can do? We can go to our blueprints and just open level blueprint. Okay, now our blueprint is here. Okay, now what we want? Right click. Okay, now there is a call function, there is a add function. Okay, as you can see now what we want to add. So basically, what is add, what is call? So we called our reference of the point light. Now we want to add, what we want to add, a event, a trigger event, that when a character enter, when the character overlaps something, the event should trigger it out, and when the character don't overlap, the event should end. So how we will do that? Again, we will click on this add event, and here you can see somewhat similar thing, or add on actor begin overlap. Okay, when the two actors overlap, I want this event to begin, and when the two actor overlap, I want this event to end. So can you guys see this? Add on actor begin overlap and add on actor event end overlap. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
great. So let's add this. Okay, and also let's add the second one. Add on actor. Okay, so let's go back to our PPT here. Okay, this trigger box, as I told you, on actor begin overlap, con when another actor begins to overlap this actor. For example, a player walking into a trigger, right? Just what I told. Okay, so now what we will do? So I want that when he enters, the light should turn on. So now I don't want event begin play, right? Now I want when this overlap the trigger box, our character overlaps the trigger box, then only the light should be on. So what we can do now? Can anyone tell me that how we can move forward? Just assume, just assumption, guys. I want any idea how we will move forward?
No, sir. No idea.
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I think we
Yes.
will use the on actor begin overlap trigger
Yes,
box.
yes. So what we will do, we will remove this event play by clicking Alt and clicking on this thing. Okay. So your node will be disconnected, Alt and left click. And now we will add this on actor begin overlap. See here. Now let's compile it and save it. Okay. And now when we will play, you will see nothing is happening. But just watch. Now when I enter, this will trigger. See. Can you see?
Yeah.
Right? Right?
Yes, sir.
But when I exit, it's still on. Okay? See.
Yes.
Now when I exit, it's going off. When I exit, it getting on. So basically, it's playing two times. See. So first it's off, right? When I enter, again it overlap, so it is on. Okay, now it's on. But when again I enter, this overlaps and this is going. But I don't want this. What I want, that when I enter, this can turn on. When I exit, this should turn off. So what we can do now? We have our on actor and overlap also. So what we can do? We can connect this to our toggle visibility, right? Now we have connected this. We will move it backward here, somewhere here. Okay. Now, as you can see, guys, we have created these two things. We will compile it and we will save it. Now see, when I play, say this is working great. When I enter, this event is triggered. Now when I exit, the second one will trigger. See, enter and exit, enter and exit. See, right? So this is the event which is triggering. When I enter the box, okay, the light turns on. When I exit, okay, the light turns off. So when I enter, the actor begin overlaps is turned on, and when I exit, the trigger box of actor end overlap is going on, right? So as you can see in this thing, right? But remember guys, this is a level blueprint. Now assume there are 10 doors. Okay, let's assume 1,000 doors. Okay, then you need to create each and every level blueprint for that. So for example, if I have copied this house, okay, now I want this thing, then again I need to create a light for that. Again I need to reference it this to this thing, and it will take like hours and hours. So for that we have class blueprint, and this is a level blueprint. So basically if I close this, if I save this level, and if I create a new level, okay, default level, and if I create on blueprint, click on blueprint and open level blueprint, this is gone, right? This is now working from scratch. Why is it? Because we have done this level blueprint in another level, and in this level we don't have that blueprint, level blueprint, so we need to create it again. But if you have a class blueprint which we have created, you can work on that. You can just drag and drop and you can use it here, right? So this is the difference between which was I was talking about, a class blueprint and a level blueprint. Okay, so now let's play it again, and as you can see now it's working perfectly. See, now if we enter, the lights turn on, and if we exit, the light turns off. So guys,
Sir,
have you, yes,
sir, can we create two lights?
yes, you can create two lights. You can reference them here. Okay,
First, our
see,
actor was outside of the house. The light
yes,
will turn red.
yes,
And then our actor enters the house. It will turn
yes,
to green.
yes, you can do that. How would you do that? By calling a color event, basically, color, right? So basically you need to change the color of that thing. So if you go this now, this is the point light here. Okay, if I click here, now what intensity? See, you can see set intensity, right? So this is all the things that you get. See, get light color. Can you see?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Right? So you can do many things. So the options which you see here now in the point light menu, right? You can use all this. Okay, even you can use the temperature also. Okay, you can use the intensity also. Okay, you can use each and every parameter. We just use this visible one. Okay, you can also do that when the character enters, the shadows are gone. Okay,
Yes, sir.
yes, so that's the thing. Basically, you can do many things in this thing. So this is the work of a blueprint. Now just imagine that you want to, this is the same thing. So when the character is near the trigger box, the doors open. When the character exits, the door close, right? So now we can do that. Okay. In the next session, I will show you that when a button is pressed, for example, if I press L key or E key, the light turns on. If I press E key, the light turns off. Same way we see in games, right? If you have played Resident Evil or games, something like that, when you press E key, the door will slowly open, right? So yes, we can do this thing in this also. If we want to delay our light, that the light comes slowly and then goes slowly. How we can do that? See, so that's a delay. What we call that? A delay node. Okay, we can delay our light. So let's right click and type delay. Okay, here is our delay node. Okay, so let's click here and let's add this delay to here. Now see, I will show you the difference here. So what is the duration of the delay? 0.2 second, zero point 0.2. Let's take it to 0.5. Okay, let's compile it, save it, and let's play now. Okay, now you can see, the light got delayed, and here it's going quickly. See, can you see? Right? It's getting
Yes, sir.
delayed by zero point 0.5
Yes.
seconds. Right? If I go to like 1, it will get delayed by whole 1 second. See.
So, sir, we can flicker it too, right?
Yes. You can do each and everything here. See. So it's taking 1 second, and when we exit, it's getting out quickly. See. Okay, see, right? So this is the world of blueprint. Basically, without coding, we are doing this. If 15 years back, if you need to do this thing, you need to write like 60 to 70 lines of code to achieve this result, basically. But now with the help of blueprints, this is called a visual coding, right? You are just connecting nodes and you are creating your game, right? Now just imagine I have created this. What you can do with this? You can also create a door, right? In which when you enter, the door opens, when you exit, the door close, right? We can do this, and we will do this in the next session when we will see how the class blueprint works, because this is a level blueprint, guys. This cannot be used in any another level. For that you need to create a class blueprint. So I will teach you that what is class blueprint. The techniques are the same basically, but we are creating a class of it, a class blueprint. So basically I will take a point light, I will create a reference of that blueprint in class blueprint, okay, of that actor. And then I can just copy paste it how much I want, like 100, 200. And if I want that 200 lights color should all be different, I can do that also, right? Without like going and changing each and every color intensity and all the things with the help of blueprints.